And we are live. This is totally uncensored. I'm Mike Robles, and look who I have with me today. I have with me my good friend Felipe. What's up, fool? Esparza. That's what I got with me.
What's
Felipe,
up, Mike?
what's up, bro? I was going to give you credits real quick. I mean, winner of last comic standing, most appearances on Que Locos, and now you have your brand new special on Netflix, Bad Decisions, bro.
9 times on Que Locos.
Look at that. That's a record for Que Locos, bro.
They're lucky I didn't do Local Jam, bro.
You did Local Comedy Jam too.
I think I did two local comedy jam. One with I don't know who hosted, probably like Willie.
Right. That was 11 altogether, man. Do you remember how you first came aboard, Que Locos?
Yeah, man. When in New York City, I was supposed to host, but I was nervous as hell. Roger Paul said, okay. And we got that comedian that's friends with Angel Salazar and something Vega.
Joey Vega.
Yeah, but the other guy, they're like the three amigos over there.
The Joey Vega and JJ Ramirez.
JJ Ramirez came in the clutch. I don't think he was booked. He just showed up with an 8/10.
Right.
Dude, well, you know what I remember? Because I know you were busy, because you were like producer, creator, and Roger Paul were there trying to ramble comedians.
Right.
When you were out there chilling, doing your thing, the owner, I don't know the owner's name from that club, the comic strip. I don't know his name, but he was a skinny guy, a beard. He passed away, but I thought he was a heroin addict. He's cool, dude. Yeah. Tony Rock was sitting at the bar having a beer with young comics. He goes, "Man, I wish I was in this show."
There you go.
I remember because a young comic, but things were busy.
The show was hot. As a matter of fact, you're one of the few comedians that I flew from LA to New York to do that show. If you remember that, I think you might have been the only one.
No, me, Frank Manzano, Ruben Quintana, another Filipino comedian, but these guys all were like, I guess they managed their budget with the pay. You were paying them for the show to bring themselves. But yeah, I got flown out. But those guys didn't know how to. They didn't have a room, but I had a room, and I convinced them to come to the show because there was no room. Right. So my room became like an Airbnb for those. Like I told Roger, please book me, man, and book me first. Right. Or just book those comics in that same room, and when they leave, we'll just take over the room. So I think the first leg of the show, the Filipino guy, some guy named Quiñones or some Filipino guy, or Filipino guy, he did the show, and Frank Manzano, myself, and Ruben Quintana stood in the room for the rest of the week. And man, like I remember that. First of all, it was one of the best experiences of my life because I never been to New York. Shout out for flying me out. Yeah. But was Joey Diaz on the show?
Joey Diaz, no, never did Locals. He did Local Comedy. Huh?
He was there,
Was he?
I remember because I remember Juan Villarreal.
Wow, really?
Juan Villarreal was there too. He was on the show, and he was one of the guys that split the room with me. Because I remember that after the show, we all ate. There's a Chinese restaurant next door. Where I had mushu for the first time. I think it was you, me, a lot of heads. You were still doing the show, and Angel Salazar was with us. And I remember like there were some comics that like to party and stray away from the regular stuff. Right. They were hitting him up. He goes, "You know what, man? I've been sober 6 months, and now everybody's asking me. But when I'm not sober, I'm asking them. I don't understand." So Joe Diaz, Marie Quintana, all these comics that we're all in a Puerto Rican comedian. We're at the restaurant, and I don't know if he was joking, but Angel Salazar comes in and he goes, "I don't know what I'm doing hanging around with you guys." I should be inside that comedy show writing jokes.
Joey Diaz?
No, Angel Salazar said that.
Angel Salazar, writing jokes. Well, everybody knows Angel Salazar, he steals jokes. I mean,
yes. So that was the night that you were taping, and I don't know if JJ Ramiro was hosting. And Angel Salazar, I guess he always has a prop on the stage, a handler. Like when he goes, "Hey, I'm looking for a fat guy," and a fat guy stands up, and that's usually his friend, right?
Right.
So he was doing the bit about the bodyguard.
Right.
Just stuff. Like, remember like Whitney Houston? And
Right. And somebody had to come up on stage and carry him, right?
Yeah, but he's asking, I need a volunteer. Right, and this Jewish old white lady kept going, right here. I volunteer. But nobody else volunteering. But he was waiting for his guy to stand up so he could pick him up. So she came, right here. No, bitch. He's gonna know you, bitch. He went to go grab the 6'3" Puerto Rican guy who carried him.
Amazing, man. You know, that was New York City, and then in LA, there's so much more that we did. You did like 11 times appearances. So I always tell people, like, it's amazing how every time we went to tape, you always have like a brand new 5-minute set, man, ready to go, brand new. I'm curious, how did you prepare for all these Locos appearances?
Oh man! At first, I used to write jokes. Like sometimes the comedian that were making a lot of money at the time, you know, was college gigs and and corporate gigs. Mm-hmm. They would come back with premises because they had to do a corporate gig. Right. So I would like write down like, I ain't gonna lie, Willie Barcena would give me like $75 to write like a bunch of jokes, and I would write like a bunch of them, and he hated all of them, bro. Like he would rip the paper, bro.
Wow.
And I said, fuck. So and then at the same time, I had a job writing for the Keenan Ivory Wayne show.
Oh wow.
Okay. I had to the show. Getting this job cost money, dog. I had to buy a fax machine and shit. I had to fax jokes in. They only bought one joke, and but every joke that I would submit, they would say no to. I would just save it, and nobody would like shit. Nobody would want to buy nothing. Not nobody. Right. So I guess I was just writing a bunch of jokes that those guys didn't like. Crazy, so I started like, okay, what the fuck? How come they didn't like them? So I started fixing them, and I had a lot of jokes.
No, I know, because all the jokes that you did killed. I mean, I was looking at your first set that you did in New York City, and you destroyed. And the last one you did, like in LA, again, you destroyed. Everything was like, fucking right on set, man. I was like amazed by that shit, man.
Hell yeah! I remember when I did half of the same set on Comedy Central on Premium Blend, and like I didn't have credits. Well, everybody had credits, and I said, just say he's been on K Locos.
Yeah.
And David Wayne said he's a favorite of K Locos.
He's a favorite, yeah. Well, that's good that you said that, because a lot of comedians on TV don't want to use that as a credit. They use it in the clubs, but I've noticed on TV. I think back in the day, you remember there was Funny as Funny.
Yeah, Funny as Funny. Just
right. So I mean, I heard that if you did K Locos, you couldn't do Funny as Funny, and if you did Funny as Funny, you couldn't use K Locos as a credit. And I was like, damn, that sucks. Have you ever been put in that position where one club told you, Felipe, if you work that club, you can't work this one?
Not me, because I wasn't really headlining.
Right.
But I've heard like the comedians who don't have TV credits, but they headline. They tell them, man, hey man, if you work this club in San Diego, you can't work the club around the corner. It's funny because in San Diego they have two clubs. Mm-hmm. They have the one right here on the side, AMA Comedy Club, and over here they have the other one.
Right.
Yeah. But in the middle, Jay Masada bought a club too now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I remember I went to go check it out one night. I was coming from Tijuana from doing a Spanish show. And the manager, Enrique, He's like the GM. Bro. If this pandemic ruined probably one of the best clubs that would have opened up in San Diego since a long time, bro. Like, you've been to the DC, right? DC Improv.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You've been to Caroline's, right? Of course, you live there.
Mm-hmm.
But how you walk down and it's just you're underground. This club was the same way, bro.
Really?
You walk down through the side, a hallway, and the club is right there, orange. The way the club is.
This is the Laugh Factory now.
Yeah, the San Diego Laugh Factory, and an elevator for handicapped people, bro.
Wow.
It was perfect. But then, the pandemic, bro. Shit, I don't know if I'm going to be in a fucking room with no windows, bro. Shit, after the pandemic, bro, I'm not going to be in no room where I cannot open a window, dog.
Oh, my God. Well, how has the pandemic affected you? Because I know you had, like, gigs set up, like, every day of the week. So now what?
Bro, I feel like Andy Kindler in his Young Comedian special when he said that they canceled a week on me. And he would talk about Andy Kindler had a bit about a bitter comedian giving a young comedian advice, and he goes, "Let me tell you, kid, it was great." He goes, I would headline everywhere. He goes, "I did a Tonight Show. They told me not to say fuck. I said cunt. They canceled the network on me. I'm working shit clubs now. I asked the bartender, where can I find a blow around here? He fucking ratted me out to the manager. They canceled a week on me."
That's funny, man. But in your case, they canceled probably months.
Oh, year.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've only had 3 gigs so far. I have Oklahoma City, Wise Guys, and Houston, and hopefully, if it don't get canceled, San Antonio in December. Hopefully, we'll see you there.
All right. Yeah, definitely. When do you think you're going to get back on the road, though, before San Antonio? Is that going to be your first one, December in San Antonio?
No, I'm going to be in Utah, Salt Lake City.
Okay.
The Mormons, bro, they're safe. They got Samoans over there, bro.
Have you been there before, to Utah?
Me?
Yeah.
Bro, let me tell you about Utah.
What's about Utah?
The first time I went to Utah, bro, of course, like everybody else, I thought it would be all Mormons and very conservative. Mm-hmm. But I guess they're just like any other religion, like Christians, who are born Christians, and Jews who stray away and like to party. The owner was Mormon, and when we got off the plane, there were so many white people with signs like Cody, our white name, Cody, Tyler, Jennifer, Monty, and there were all these Mormon kids that went to go do a pilgrimage somewhere.
Right.
Every Mormon after high school does 2 years of volunteer, so they were coming home, bro. But fucking güeritos, bro, everywhere.
And how do you feel when you perform for like a mostly white audience compared to
Mexicans
in Utah?
Mexicans and Samoans.
Oh.
A lot of Samoans and Utah. Like I would say more than San Francisco. Really? More than the city of Carson.
Really?
A lot of Mormons, man, and it's funny. Like I try to tell a Mormon, a Samoan lady, a joke, but they're so nice people. They're like, like Hawaiians. Their culture is very welcoming.
Okay.
After what do you get when you mix Samoans and Mexicans?
Samoans and Mexicans? What do you get?
You get beautiful people. Sorry, I didn't tell her the punchline.
Well, let me ask you, bro. How did you get that tagline of "What's up, fool"? I know you for like 20 years, and I don't even know that.
Oh,
What's up, fool? How did you get that? What's up, fool?
I remember when I first started hanging out at the clubs, I would say, "What's up, fool?" Or if I liked you, I would say, "What's up, fool?"
Right.
Or whatever, right? And I remember meeting some hood rat chick. I don't know, man, some ghetto ass chick, bro. I wouldn't say ghetto, but she had an awesome job, I guess. She was intelligent, but she just came from Cudahy, Cudahy, California.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember calling up her house and no hello from anybody or hold on. I said that, man, her brother or somebody answered the phone. What's up, fool? And I said, what's up, fool? Then we came like a shouting match, right? I finally got low to I know, okay, man, we're cool. What's up, fool? Yeah, man, I want to talk to your sister. He didn't say hold on. He just dropped the phone.
That's it.
That's it, man.
And so it stuck with you. That was
his sister, who I kind of guessed she was kind of like from the neighborhood, like me.
Right.
She told that fool, why you gonna answer a stupid phone like that, stupid motherfucking dumb fool? And she almost told me what's up, fool. Hey, how are you, Felipe?
Oh, man.
And my sister will say what's up, fool. So yeah.
So let me ask you, because I could brag. As a comedian, I've been in a fight with another comedian, though. Can you say the same thing? Have you ever been in a fight with another comedian?
Not physically fighting because they always ran.
I was gonna say, bro. What's up with that?
Get a hold of them, bro. I was pulled away by Jack and Terry.
Who was the last comedian that ran from you? Can you tell me that?
It was a devil, bro.
The devil. I have an idea who it is, but I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, man. He's been waiting for me to tell that story to take me to court.
Really? Well, then we don't want you to go to court, bro. But I think I know
how it started, though, because I was wearing sandals, I was minding my own business. I was like, first of all, I shouldn't be wearing sandals back then because of my feet. But now I can. I went to Mexico. But different story. Yeah, man, I was drunk, dumb, and the idiot, bro. I mean, if I think about it now, I should have handled that differently,
Yeah.
I should have just let it go, man. Let it go.
But sometimes it comes to you can't let it go, man. See, I couldn't let it go because
then you take back, but the stuff that I said was wrong, like fuck. Those are fighting words. No wonder we drink at each other. But, like if we had, like we should have settled that night. Right. Like fucking like that president, man.
Right.
They used to have a lot of slaves. What's his name? Jackson.
Right.
With a duel, bro.
With who?
Everybody takes 10 marches, bro, then turns around.
Oh, yeah, that would have been cool. Like the old days.
At the old days, dog.
Well, even though the old days, too, was mano a mano, you know what I'm saying?
I always think about the old days, bro, like duels, to this. Like if you got this, because back then, a disrespect was a disrespect, man. Like it was your manhood, because they didn't have nothing, bro. I guess nobody had no house, nobody had coins, nobody had dollars, just before owning slaves. I mean, this was nothing, bro. Like, what did he say? He said, you have sex with 2 horses. What?
I challenge you to a duel.
No, bro. Or he said, you are not a royalty. What? But my wife is my sister. How can you say that?
Right. You know what the scary part is? Knowing that when you had to duel, one of you were going to be dead, bro. Only one. It's like it's not a fight you can walk away with, man. Yeah,
man. Or sometimes you get a disrespect, like back in the days. Yeah. Look at me when I'm talking to you, homie. Because that's why like the good people, man. Like sometimes I run into celebrities,
right?
And I mean celebrities, bro.
Big ones.
Like Matt Dillon and shit. Celebrities.
Oh.
And they always look in your eye when they talk to you,
Okay.
They don't ever try to look around to see if someone else is gonna recognize them. Because they're big, man. Shit, sometimes you run into old people that are famous, but you don't know them when they're famous. They're talking to you like, or right. What I didn't like, I'm not gonna. For a lot of people, not just some comedians, but other comedians, a lot of comedians, I guess, who blew up, but they blew up too soon,
right?
And a a comedian that blew up too soon, or blew up, but the comedian he didn't grew up to our ranks, like Patricio O'Neal. He grew up with Bill Burr and Rich Voss, and you, of course, you're from that area, right?
Right.
And there's a new rookie, like that guy from the SNL. He's blowing up. He's funny. King of Long Island comedian Pete Davidson.
Yes. He's from Staten Island.
Yeah, but he's from a different. He's like 10 years removed from you guys. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So someone like that.
Right.
But just say you grew up with him. Like you saw those 10 years of growth. It's not like he blew up in 10 years and you never knew him.
Right.
Whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't like when like someone like that. I'm not saying Pete Davidson does that. I know he doesn't, but they're afraid to talk to you now. Maybe they have what do they call that when you crash a plane? You survived, they didn't. Survival remorse.
Wow.
And a lot of comedians might have survival remorse. Like they feel bad you didn't make it, but at the same time, they're not gonna fucking like lead you to the right way or help you or not. I'm not even saying financially.
Right.
But they cut the conversation short because they think you're gonna ask for something, bro. We don't want shit. And I'm telling you, every comedian out there, like if you see me at the airport and if I approach you, trust me, I don't want nothing from you. I got my shit. Like Earthquake said one time. They were asking him about immigration and what do you think about immigration? What do you think about Mexicans taking jobs? He said, I don't know, man. I got my apartment.
There you go.
But see, you already got your shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Other than that, man, like they cut up you short. Like, motherfucker, I don't want your autograph. I don't want nothing from you.
So did somebody do that to you?
Huh?
Did a comedian do that to you?
No, Gilbert Escobar, a comedian, happened to him. He told me. I remember going, fuck. No, because he said that he was talking to a comedian, and the comedian was looking over to see like a fan or he wanted to get recognized more than being that conversation.
Yeah.
Or felt that maybe he's gonna ask for not money, but maybe open up or I don't know, man. Me, I don't give a fuck, dog. If I known you from the beginning, I'll be the one approaching you. I'll be the one cutting you short. Hey, what's up, dog? All right, hey, good to see you, homie. You want to do the podcast?
Right.
Anything coming up? Let me know.
Yeah, no, you've been there but you've had my back for all these years, bro, and I appreciate that from the very beginning till now. When I'm sick and we got together and you were kind enough to help.
Hey, bro, whatever I can, doggy.
I wish there was more people like you out there, bro.
Man, I remember when Marilyn Martinez was dying. Remember her?
Yeah, sure, Marilyn Martinez.
Marilyn Martinez was dying.
Rest in peace.
Man, what happened to her though, man? She pretty much, she decayed. She passed away.
Yeah.
Paul Rodriguez, he funded me. He stepped in and was paying for the nurse.
Look at that.
Like, bro, that surprised the fuck out of me, And then people talk about Paul Rodriguez, his political views on everything. He's a sellout. I don't know too many sellouts out there that paying for a nurse for a comic who's dying, like I don't know where, bro. Like boom, 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 boom. No questions asked. Nobody called him. Hey man, you should help her, eh? Just came in, bro. Boom, boom, boom.
I mean, Paul Rodriguez is like that. A lot of people don't know that, but Paul Rodriguez behind his scenes has helped a lot of people, bro.
Bro, I remember being in a van with him and Buddy Hackett, but his son, out of the blue, calls Paul Rodriguez, and I don't know what Buddy Hackett's son was going through or what's on his head.
Right.
Paul Rodriguez was driving like this, bro, just talking to him, bro, and entertaining him. Whatever he was saying, and then so your dad and I were, your dad and I did it, and your dad was one of the greatest. And then and they just hung up, bro. I mean, I don't know what his relationship is with Buddy Hackett's son,
right?
But he didn't. He could have just fucking sent that call to voicemail, dog.
Right.
He did it. He talked. I don't think Paul had ever sent any call to voicemail when I've been with him.
Right. See, that's what both of you have in common. Like I was going to tell you, like you've been successful. You're right now one of the hottest comedians, and you don't play that ego trip. You're like the Felipe I'm talking to now is the same Felipe on stage. So how do you keep it that way? And these other comedians, I won't mention names, whose egos they don't even know who Mike Robles is anymore, bro. You know what I'm saying? How do you keep it real like that, where someone else, the ego just takes over, bro?
I think for a lot of comics, I remember like some comics, that were like got early success, like they were doing voiceover for cartoons,
right?
Selling out the ice house, selling out the improvs, pretty much bragging about how much money they made, bragging. And
how many shows they sold out, right?
Yeah, man. It's not even. I mean, it made 15,000, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even know what my point is. But
you said there were comedians who would brag about how much money they were making.
Yeah, they would brag about how much money they were making, man. And
that's the ego.
You find out, like, like, wait a minute, this person had a wife, kids. He's hanging out at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. How long is this relationship gonna last? You know what I mean? Because I was hanging out at 4 in the morning. Everyone around me was hanging out at 4 in the morning, but none of us were married.
Right.
None of us had nowhere to go to, bro. All we had was each other. So, and I'm not saying that you should have went home to your family, or to your kids, to your loved ones, because what hanging out here and being here is what made you as a comedian,
Right.
This is what you needed, you needed to be out here with us. But later on when shit falls apart, man, don't be blaming us, dog. Don't be blaming comedy. People think that their life falls apart because of the decisions they made in comedy, or my brother. You come out of rehab,
right?
You come out of prison. Like I remember when I came out of rehab.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was in there for a year and a half, and I thought that everything's gonna when I come out, everything's gonna be like Wizard of Oz. Like the wizard was gonna give me a heart, and the wizard was gonna give everybody I fucking fucked over a bad memory that they never remember, Rick.
And these dreams you were having?
People gotta understand that if you did bad stuff to people, man, people are not gonna forget, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you go to the moon and do 10 specials, Dave. If you go whatever, bro, people are not gonna remember all that, bro. They're gonna remember how bad you were when you cheated somebody. That's all they're gonna remember, man.
I remember that shit. That's true, especially in the comedy game, bro. There's comics who. There was one guy that texted me, bro. And this is going back 23 years ago. That he said I ignored him because I thought I said he wasn't funny, right? This is like last week, bro. 23 years later, bro. And honestly, I don't remember the dude, but he remembers me, I guess, saying that, I think I said I would never tell someone you're not funny. I would probably say you're not ready. And 23 years later, bro, the guy is still holding that in his head, bro, that I'm a bad guy because what I said 23 years ago, bro.
You should have told him, send me a tape, eh?
I think he said because he mentioned VHS. That's how long ago it was, bro. But I don't understand, man, these comics, bro, that, I mean, I don't know, man, as far as, since I booked so many for the show, one of the hardest things to do is tell a comedian in a nice way, how you say, a nice political way, saying, you're not ready. You wanted me to lie to you and say, maybe next year, you say, listen, maybe next time you're not ready. And these people get upset with you for saying that, but what do you want me to do? You're not ready, right?
Like I trip out, like when I remember, like I thought, comedians, we have an open book, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there's nothing out there that I've done with a comedian that's illegal. Like they could talk about it. There's no, they could talk about it.
Right.
From the one that I started with, I'm not embarrassed of it. I talk about it. But what trips me out is when I talk about it, because they asked me, what are the craziest stories that happened when you were when you're doing comedy shows?
Right.
And maybe I was dropping names. Maybe I shouldn't have said names, but I said names. And I remember telling a story about how a comedian told me that how he lost his virginity.
Oh yeah, who?
And I want to say his name. We'll get all sad again. So he told me how he lost his virginity, bro. He told it to me 10 times. I never forgot the story. It was so hilarious, dog.
He told you this. What happened 10 times?
So hilarious.
But what happened? What was the story?
And so I'm doing a radio station, and I told the story, bro. I mean, I could have told the story and said it as me.
Right.
As, okay, this happened to me.
Right.
And it would have still been funny, but I was afraid that this comedian was gonna get mad at me and say, "Why are you telling my story and saying it's your story?"
Right.
Bro, because if anybody tells me something, a story, and they don't if they tell me that, first of all, it's not illegal, nothing bad happened, it's not against the law.
Right.
The only thing that happened was you picked up the wrong underwear, they didn't fit you. You know what I mean? Your breath smell like the trash can of Red Lobster.
Oh my God! I think I know who you're talking about, bro.
The whole story was in details. It was in detail, bro. The way it was told to me. And this person has done comedy shows. He has never talked about this ever. He has never addressed it on stage. I don't know why. It's hilarious.
Did this comedian also approach you in person and was pissed off at you for telling that story?
Yes. And that was shocking to me. I was kind of hurt, bro.
But when do you think he got the? When do you think he?
I was very hurt, bro. I was very hurt. I ain't gonna lie, but I was like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? I thought we were cool. I thought it was no holds barred. You know what I mean? You talk stories about me. You talk stories about me. I talk stories about you. I talk stories about Mike and Carlos Oscar. I tell the story the wrong way. Now I say it the right way. I got two versions now.
Right.
They both kids now, and I thought we were cool. I tell stories about Willie Barcena, on my podcast. Willie Barcena is a legend on my podcast. People go to his shows because we mention him, and we never disparage him. Right. We never say anything that is gonna get this guy thrown in jail.
Right.
We never say anything that's gonna cause him to. I don't know if he's married, but break up with anybody he's with right now, or his kids are not gonna stop loving him. He's a legend, bro. He's a legend. He helped me out a lot.
Right.
Whatever. But he's cool with it. I mean, out of all the people that I thought that would be more upset, I thought would be him. But that goes to tell you, man, that Willie, since day one, he's been the realist. You know what I mean? The realist. Too real. You know what I mean?
Well, next time you see him or talk to him, ask him what's up with me.
Who?
I don't bring up ever Willie Barcena. No, I love Willie Barcena to death. I got nothing but respect for this dude. I think he's one of the funniest guys out there, man. And I never really said anything or really talk about him, but from what I hear, he's upset with me. I talked to Roger Paul, right? He goes, "Hey, Bill, what did you do to Willie Barcena?" I go, I can't remember the last time I said Willie Barcena. What are you talking about? I don't know. So since you're boys and that, just ask him, what it is, why he's upset. Maybe we can figure it out, man. Because I got nothing but love for that dude. But
yeah, man. People always ask me, like, when I go to places, I always say, "Man, you guys should book this person. You should book this person." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But what I was saying is that
So have you ever had a comedian like?
You did my podcast, and you didn't hold back, bro.
What's up?
I remember, right? But you showed up. You were upset, I felt like and you were like, what did it say at the MacArthur hearing? He named names.
In a way, I feel bad. I know I appreciate you invited me. I
felt bad, you know, because you were upset already,
right? And
I felt like I was digging.
But I didn't have to say what I said either, though.
But that's what I'm saying. You know, like there was nothing bad said. Like
I'm just speaking the truth.
Yeah, and I don't understand, man. Like
I saw that. What do you call it? I was thinking about it. That's why I text you after. I go, I hope I didn't, cross the line with your podcast because you didn't ask me the question. I just came out and said I need to kind of clarify a couple of rumors about me, and then I just went off. So I know it's funny. The first time I see your face, kind of like, oh shit, you named names. It was hilarious. But it's your podcast though that got me in trouble. And I guess I can name names, right? Because I mean, it's on your podcast, right? Yes or no?
Yeah,
names.
Names.
Anyway, so I get a on Twitter, right? I get one of those DMs, direct message on Twitter, and it's Gabriel Iglesias, right? Fluffy. Yeah. And what the first line is, "Hey, I just saw the podcast that you did with Felipe Esparza.
He didn't share it? Damn.
He said, not cool, bro. Why are you talking bad about me?" That's how that started. And then we got into this big, I'll leave it out, big conversation about that shit. And I just said, nobody's talking bad about you at all, bro. I was just talking, the truth. But it went back and forth anyway. But it was your podcast, bro, that started this whole shit that I started doing videos now because the dude guy, he owes me money, bro. That's what it comes down to.
Hey, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because I don't understand that. Does this have to do with Local Comedy Jam?
Yes.
Series that was on sale?
Local Comedy Jam.
I don't understand because I don't know. Like I remember when the series went on sale, and you know me, bro. I was resharing it.
Right. Yeah, everybody was.
And me, bro. Like, let me tell you something, bro. Right. And this is what people don't understand. Right. This is for everybody watching this. When we did Que Locos, it was a standard Galavisión deal. Galavisión is not SAG-AFTRA. Right. Galavisión gave Mike Robles cash, and they said, pass it out. Mike Robles paid every comedian that I know of the scale, which was BET, was paid a little bit the same as we were for in LA. And if you were in Atlanta, if you were doing a Que Loco show, it was way more than it was in LA because you had to go to New York. So you probably got 9. But I know of, every comedian got 3. Right. And then Mike probably made side deals with big comics to do the show. I don't know if he did or not.
Not true. No. Everybody got paid the same, including George Lopez, bro.
I know Dami Herrera, he did it, and he was okay with it. Yeah. But so many people wanted to do it. So there was no, this is not SAG.
Right.
I knew coming in, when this show airs 1,000,000 times, I'm not going to get nothing but notoriety, which for me was, I'm telling you, man, to this day, I should be paying them to be playing me over and over.
Right, I hear you.
$300 they gave me to play my shit all week.
Exactly. And then on top of that,
get that press as a young
kid. Going on the live tour.
Putting you on TV. Nobody was calling you on Comedy Central. Right. Nobody was saying, hey, man, come do a special. And let me tell you how hot it was. George Lopez wanted to do it. Carlos Mencia wanted to do it. Right. I mean, Paulo Francisco, all these guys. But then, there's other shows. Latinos cannot have 2 shows. There can only be 1 for some reason. That's always been the case for Latinos and for blacks. Because white people don't have this problem. But we always have this problem that there can only be 1 Kevin Hart. There can only be 1 Eddie Murphy. There can only be Paul. There can only be Fluffy. There can only be whoever's on top. Because see, you think about it as a comedian, Freddie Prinze, boom. And or Ricky Ricardo, boom. Then fucking years go by. Freddie Prinze, boom, 1. Paul Rodriguez, boom, 2. Lopez, boom, 1. Carlos Mencia showed up, boom, 1. Fluffy, boom. Cristela, one. You know, now Felipe Esparza here, but also we have Al Madrigal. You know, Jesus Trejo, Frank Castillo, Martin Rizzo, Mike Robles. You know, I'm glad I'm in a group where I'm not going to be the only one, bro. I know that I'm not going to be the only one doing a Spanish and English special because it can't be, bro. We need at least 8 of us to do it so we could go on tour in Latin America and take over. That's my idea. But that's what it is, bro. So people want to be like, so they feel like they want to be like the main one, which is a bad way of thinking. When
we gotta, you know, there's no reason why there can't be more than one. So or even all of you guys together, bro. But I think it's like I said before. I think it's the ego. I think you would do it. I think these other guys, the ego.
I want the audience to know that when you do this show at this time, or you did Local Comedy Jam, they were not SAG-AFTRA. So when they air them again and again, you don't get money unless Galavisión were to sell the show to CBS. We might get a little cut, but that ain't gonna happen. So this show is not like Byron Allen. Byron Allen, as much as people hate on it, I still get a check from it, and I'm happy.
There you go. I mean, listen, when we did the Galavisión show,
you don't expect this shit, all right? If Mike Robles wants to sell the show, it's his show. The Improv sold his shows. Comedians didn't go out there and try to sue. You know, so many Def Jam is selling the Def Jam shows. You don't see Mark Lawrence going after fucking the guy from Run DMC. Well, I don't know his name. You know, you don't see him trying to stop him from doing Def Jam because they all know the way.
Simmons.
But that's what I'm saying, Mike. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, no, it's happening, and it's still happening. He's blocking money, man. And you know, I texted him about that because I took advantage of when he texted me because he saw me on your podcast, and I told him all about that. And I said, you know, listen, I don't care, we're friends. You don't owe me nothing, bro. I don't want your money. I want my money. And it's been going on, Felipe, for 2 years now. For 2 years, the people at Sound Exchange have been emailing his business manager, some Chinese woman, saying, yo, what's the deal here? He's claiming that he owns it. He don't own it. I own it. So for 2 years now, he haven't even responded, bro. He's just staying silent. And this is money that I should be getting because, you know, me and my condition now, I have a lot of medical bills. I mean, they're no joke, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, why is this guy messing with my money? Like you said before, you know, everybody knows what I did for him. And I'm not even going to repeat, but everybody knows. But fuck, I mean, now you want to mess with my money? You know what I'm saying? Because that show at Locos made him a star, bro. He knows it. Everybody knows it. So the least he can do is say, you're right, this is yours. Like you said in the beginning, when that show came out, Local Comedy Jam, bro, he didn't have a DVD. He took all these performances, I think, on Comedy Central, all the little performances, Local Comedy Jam, and he put them all as one DVD. And he was selling them for $25. So he was making money off the show already. And then when we put him on tour, right, we went on tour. You guys weren't making bad money on tour. You know, so I'm thinking like, you know, because I know like in 98, the guy was broke. I think he got evicted from his apartment, right? I mean, he said it on a podcast. So now 99, 2000 comes along, que Locos. All of a sudden, bro, he's living like a hog, man, making some serious loot. You might have got 300, you know, like for performing on TV, but you guys know what you got paid for the live performances. It wasn't bad. So, you know, so here we go now. Like, why are you fucking with my money, man?
I was coming home with every weekend happy, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody was, you know, and that's good. I'm glad it was that way. But that's what I'm saying. So why is he fucking with my money now?
I like the way you handled the tour, though. I remember, man. I remember we did it. People, all of us, everybody we named was on this show. We went. We drove to do a show in Stockton, and then Sacramento, and then Fresno, and then fucking Mike Robles. Being a comedian, this fucking shocked the shit on me. Mm-hmm. Fucking booked a bar gig in fucking Lancaster too.
Why not, bro? They wanted us. They wanted us.
Remember, we did fucking schooners, bro. Shooters, and in Sacramento and Lancaster. Wow. It was one night only. We showed up, bro. It was a bar.
I remember that.
A cowboy bar, and it was packed, dog.
No, they were all packed, man. I remember after September 11th, if you remember, man, there were no flights out. and we had a gig scheduled for McAllen, Texas. Remember, Nano Ramirez at the Villa Real, whatever, etc. And bro, all the comedians, look at that. All the comedians got in our cars, right? I drove from Miami, you drove from LA, and we drove to McAllen, Texas to give those people a show 3 days after 9/11, bro. That to me is my coolest show with their Locos because we served more than a purpose, just making them laugh. We were there when they needed one. And we all were there and we all jumped in cars, bro, and drove down there.
Crazy, man. I remember that we didn't know flight schedules or how much limited flight was available. Right. I remember like half of us were cut off from the tour. We couldn't get on a plane. And we're like, what do you mean? We're supposed to go today. We have a show. Right. And we missed the show. And I remember you still paid the comedians for the show. That was cool.
You remember that, right?
Yeah, man. It was you paid Armando, you paid Larry, you paid I don't know who else, Larry Omaha. I don't know who else.
Well, Willie Barcetta was one of them.
And you had to fucking get 2 locos who were never on Que Locos to be on the show.
Yeah. It's funny how you remember that now.
Yeah, I remember Gabriel Iglesias sold his ripped shorts for $700.
I auctioned them. I bought them back, right? I said, "Hey, do I hear 400?"
A big hole. Yeah. It was like a big old Chuck Norris karate hole.
You want to know something? I still have the picture of that, bro. Just so you know, man. I have the picture of that show. So here goes. That night, not only did he get paid well, but I made him an extra $700 auctioning his shirt, his shorts. That's why I don't understand, bro. You know him better than me. I don't understand why he's fucking with my money, bro. I just don't get it, man. But he is. That's why I did the video saying, bro, I want my fucking money. I don't get it, man. But I don't know. He'll probably watch this too. This ain't about bad-mouthing nobody. It's a fact, you know.
You should take that person to the People's Court. Dun. That way you get a TV credit.
Yeah, we can do that, right? Now, some people say, oh, get a lawyer. But I don't have money to get no lawyer. You know what I'm saying? I need it for my medical expenses. I'm not going to get a lawyer. So that, you know, when you said before that hurt you, when you heard your story that you said when that person approached you, I feel the same way. I feel hurt here.
I was like, what? It was just like surprised me, like somebody hit me, like, huh?
Yeah.
I never expected this from you.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I didn't expect it because I would never go out of my way to intentionally fuck with somebody.
So now I'm saying, so Willie Barcetta was always nice.
That's why I like Willie Barcetta. There's no surprises with him, bro. You know, what you see is what you get, you know. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people say let it go. I mean, I don't know. Would you walk away from money that someone owes you?
Hell no, bro.
Yeah, okay. So then I'm not by myself on this one. But it was your podcast, What's Up, Fool, that started this whole thing. And I'm glad it did because before that, bro, I hadn't heard from him in 2 years. It was your podcast where, like, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, bro. 4 a.m. in my time. So 2 a.m. in LA time. Where Formatted or Blue, bro, boom, Gabriel Iglesias. Hey, bro, I saw you on What's Up with Felipe Esparza podcast. Why are you talking bad about me? I never talked bad about you, right? I never got in a fight with you like Roger Paul. I never, what else did you start saying some shit? Oh, I never said that if you did this show, you can't do this show like, what's his name? Jeff Valdez. He started going, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I hope you never did shit like that. You were still brand new. I would have kicked you off the fucking show if you started getting a fight with me, right? That's what I'm saying. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that one, Felipe. But yeah, that's with that. But now your podcast, What's Up, Fool, right? You did what, your 300th episode, right?
300th episode, man. We're at 311 now.
Holy smoke. That's a lot. Which one stick out the most? Give me your top 3.
Top 3?
Besides mine and Lana Turner's. But
top 3, I would say the one with me, Damon Chapa, Mikolo, Blood In, Blood Out, Rob Schneider, and the guy who cut the Night Stalker, Gil Carrillo, okay. the lead sheriff, investigator of the Richard Ramirez murder case.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's badass right there. So and it's a great podcast because you basically, what do? Tell people if they tune in, what do you expect? They see you and you guys just shoot the breeze, right?
Let me tell you, man, about these 3 podcasts. There's a lot more. I could name 3 more that were cool, We all say this because as soon as I asked a question from these people, they took over the podcast, and I just was asking other questions, and we were laughing, and they kind of like, I guess they've done this for years, but they seem very, I don't know, man. They were like, I didn't have to work. Like Gilbert Carrillo, he just laid out the whole investigation, and he told us a part of the scene that I didn't know about the movie, the crime, but I ended up reading about it in a book later on, a book that Nick Pileggi wrote about the Squishy, about the murder case.
Right.
When they went to go pick up Richard Ramirez at the Hollenbeck Police Department in Boyle Heights, handcuffed with a fucked up bruised head, like they beat the shit out of him, bro.
Really?
He was handcuffed like this. There was a white chick with big ass boobs, bro, showing up with no top, and it said, "Marry me."
Marry me.
And so there's a picture of Richard Ramirez when he goes like this, and that's the only picture they took of him because it was close enough for them to take that photo from outside to inside the car, and he's trying to look at that chick, bro.
That's hilarious, man.
And from that moment on, Richard Ramirez had visitors, bro, of a bunch of women, and he became like the most visited inmate in county jail.
Now it's funny you say that because like here's a guy who's got a bloody head, right? His handcuffs and a pair of breast coat passing by, and he's got to take a look, right? What is it about the power of breasts, bro? What it makes them so powerful that the power of tits, bro? What makes them so powerful that no matter what, like Rich Ramirez here, right? Bloody head, handcuffed, you have to take a look, bro.
I know, right? He took a beating, bro.
So what is it the power of these tits, bro?
Look, bro, like
there you go. I was, in church. I was in church, and the priest was like, "In the name of Father, Son, Holy Tits, Amen." Bro,
another one.
Cheese, bro.
That's the other joke. I remember the Mexican joke. This guy said, "This woman was breastfeeding in a bus, and this white guy looks over and goes, 'Jesus Christ!'" And the lady that was breastfeeding asked the Mexican man, "What did he say? ¿Qué dijo?" Dijo, "¿Qué chichis traes?" Which is a play on words with Jesus Christ.
Right, Jesus Christ.
He said, "What tits you have, eh?"
Hey, what did you
¿Qué chichis traes?
That's hilarious. That's like the Spanish. What's they have the Mexican word of the day, right? Chichis.
Oh yeah, I know the guy, bro.
Oh yeah.
He lives in Denver. Mexican word of the day.
Oh yeah.
He lives in Denver, Colorado. He came to my show one time in DC.
He must be racking up with that. That's a great idea, right?
Yeah, he's had it forever, man. I remember one time somebody offered him $50,000 for the Facebook page.
Really?
I told him then, bro. I don't know if he sold it or not, but I hope he did.
Well, listen, before we get out of here, boy, I got to congratulate you, man. I want to talk about bad decisions right there. Right behind you, bro. Congratulations, bro. You did it in English and Spanish. And I don't think there's been a comedian that I know of, I could be wrong, that has done two specials, one in English and one in Spanish. History will write that, bro.
Yeah, man.
Felipe Esparza. English and Spanish, bro. Which one did you enjoy better doing? English or Spanish?
Well, I gotta admit, I have fun with the Spanish one because I had to create it, and practice it, right, and actually learn it, and not just learn the jokes in Spanish, but say the jokes in my with my personality, and right, I know that when I would write jokes for people, they will right away read them in my voice, right? And they'll tell me this shit ain't funny, bro. I know it's not funny for me. I wrote it in your voice. Don't read it in my voice. You know what I mean?
Right.
When I had this comedian from Mexico named Joel Sotomayor, Joel, he went to a show with me in Fresno, and he translated the whole show in Spanish verbatim.
For you.
Yeah. And then I was reading it and blah, blah, blah. And it didn't work. It didn't work. But it didn't work because I was reading it. But it's not just reading it. I had to add like the flavor and the timing and what step am I going to do, you know? But
right. And you got to learn and you got to figure out in Spanish, man, pretty much proper Spanish. How long did it take you to get that ready?
A year, man.
It took you 1 year?
It was hard because when I was doing shows in here in the States, in California, everybody at my show, the majority was English speaking and Spanish speakers. Like maybe they spoke for the first 5 years Spanish fluently.
Right.
But then they picked up English fluently and forgot Spanish.
Right.
So whenever I would mess up a Spanish word, the audience would laugh with me because they fuck up that word too.
Right.
Pichi pocho.
Right.
Fool, when I went to Mexico, first of all, I'm going to give a shout out to the comedian who came over from Mexico named Patty, who recovered from cancer.
Okay.
Right? She's from Mexico. She recovered from cancer, and she showed up and sold out 2 shows in Spanish. And, bro, I went over there, and I asked her if I could open up for her.
Oh,
and
wow.
She said, in her voice, you know, she was recovering still. She said, yeah. So that was cool. So, you know what I mean?
Right. So is that where you rehearsed most of it in Mexico?
Yeah. She could have said, fuck no, bro.
Right.
She said, yeah.
Good for her.
I went over there like a young comic because I'm a headliner in English, but in fucking Spanish, bro, I had to fucking start all over, bro.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. They treated me like a new comic.
Really?
So I told her 7 minutes. She said 6. I did 6. I went back to every 3 times a month to San Diego.
Okay.
But I wasn't working. I would forget a word and then start saying it in English, and they'll laugh. So I had to go to Mexico to do that. Because in Mexico, whenever I switched to English, they would heckle me.
Really?
Habla bien, cabrón, o vete para atrás a Estados Unidos.
See, that's about a pressure right there, bro. I mean,
talk right or go back to the United States.
That's what I'm saying. You know, the Spanish-speaking ones don't fuck around, bro. If you speak Spanish, Brad, get out.
How the fuck can you be told, go back to your country in Mexico? Be told in America, go back to your country. I'm going to live in the border, bro, on the line.
That's hilarious, bro.
I'm in my own country, in the border of Mexico and United States. I'm going to call it Mex-America.
Mex-America. And let me ask you, when they heckled you like that with that line, did you respond to it or did you ignore it?
When I got heckled the first time in Spanish, I don't know what to say.
Right.
So I just waited. And then I would look at them and go, okay, one more. ¿Tienes más que decir? Like, you got anything else to say?
Right.
You get out, no. And then I move on to my next joke.
Okay. So they won't heckle you again then?
Oh, they'll keep heckling me until I got the word right.
Oh, shit, man.
But Mexico, man, is different, bro. Like, maybe it's because from living in America too long. But once we crossed the border, bro, it was serious, bro. It was serious. Like Mexican federales were all dressed up with fucking looking like the smaller version of Desert Storm, you know?
Dang.
Like they were all wearing like Desert Storm, but like not like 1,000 of just a smaller infantry, like maybe like 20 of them. And they're all carrying AR-15s, trigger happy 20-year-olds, bro. You know, just staring at every car.
Really?
And they passed us through. We went to go eat tacos immediately, bro. We went to this taco place. Bro, let me tell you, man. In Mexico, you know it's a good taco truck, a good taco stand.
Uh-huh.
If you're eating and you look over and you see like a gang coming by your way, and everybody tells you, don't look at them, and they won't come over here. Okay. And there's like 6 pet bulls, bro, walking around.
Really? Where in Mexico is this?
Tijuana, bro.
Tijuana, wow.
This is how you know you're in a bad part of Tijuana. When you look when you're walking and you look at the floor, it's dirt.
It's what? Dirt?
Dirt.
Really?
No, bro, dirt with like cobblestones, just rocks.
Oh man. So would you go back there and do a show if they paid you?
I was going to Mexico 3 times a month.
Okay.
They got to know me over there, bro. They got to know, bro. Once I got comfortable in Tijuana, it was like being in Montebello Wild Coyotes or hosting the Laugh Factory. I was just fluent now, man.
Wow.
I was making fun of people in Spanish, you know, and getting the crowd ready.
And it took you like a year to get ready the whole set, right?
Yeah, man. But I had to really like focus.
Where did you practice the whole hour before you did it?
At Casa Torres in Silmar, Mexican restaurant. Casa Torres.
Where's that? In LA?
That room run by Michael Vick. Is that the name? I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. For Vic is his last name.
Vic.
I don't know, man.
Okay, but it was there that you practiced the whole hour?
Vic, huh?
It was there that you practiced the whole hour?
It was right there where Netflix said yes to the Spanish set.
Wow.
Bro, I remember it was packed full. It was elbow to elbow, bro. Boob to boob.
Really?
Knife to knife, bro. It was packed. Like, and then these people were like, it was before the pandemic, January. These people were eating fajitas. Like, they were bringing out warm flour tortillas, bro, because they have like 2 tortilla makers there. Like, for flour tortillas when it gets real busy. You know how they have Benihana for Japanese people?
Uh-huh.
In this restaurant, it's like a Mexican Benihana, Casa Torres, but they make the guacamole there for you.
Okay.
And they make the refried the tortillas for you. They'll bring a little plate that's hot already with steaming food, and they make your own food right there.
What's it called again? The Casa what?
Casa Torres, like Rodrigo Torres.
Yeah. Where is it located?
Silmar. And right now they're open. They're having they use all their parking lot for COVID-19, 6 feet apart, seating with a big screen to watch baseball, and they want no bullshit. That's all they don't want. They say no bullshit here, right? Okay. So you come here with fucking problems, don't bring them here. If you have a problem with your mom, don't fucking bring it over here. No drama allowed. So yeah, man, I did like 2 shows there. A lot of us, and we did it, man.
That's awesome, bro. So you're right now. You're on fire. So you got a Spanish special out, English special out, and now you got a movie that you're in that I saw. What's that guy's name? Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore.
What is it? I saw like a quick clip. It was funny. You play a priest or something, right?
Yeah, Father Jeff.
Huh?
Father Jeff.
Father Jeff. What's that about? I didn't even know you were doing it.
You know, man. I mean, a lot of comedians out there, if you're watching, man. You know, I remember talking to Paul Rodriguez, and Willie Barcena. He's real friends with Jay Leno, real friends, and he asked Jay Leno, which one of your friends didn't make it in this business? He said the ones that quit. You know what I mean? Well, what do you mean? He goes, because if you stick around long enough, and if you're cool, and if you're a nice person, someone will keep throwing you bones to keep you, you know, to feed the snake, bro, to feed the habit, to keep you going, you know.
Right.
And so whatever, you know. So I took that advice. I remember not quitting when shit was bad. So so getting back to this, how I got the movie. Pauly Shore calls me up out of nowhere. I pick up the phone, and it's him, 310. Hey, buddy, you want to be in a movie? And I say, fuck yeah. Where do I audition? You don't got to audition. I'll email you the lines. Your manager, Lisa, your wife, I'll send Lisa the lines. So that sent me the lines, and I had to memorize those lines by tomorrow. Because it was a fucking paragraph, bro. I had to memorize, we are gathered here today. You know, like a wedding.
Right.
So, bro, I had to go look up weddings, how different priests did it, you know, on YouTube.
Right.
I was reading similar lines to that. What they do, you know, how they do it.
Yeah.
So, man, I just did it my way, bro.
Right, so I was going to say that. You did it Felipe's way, which was funny.
That's how I got the movie, bro. And I didn't see Pauly Shore during the movie, like, I didn't know what role he had. I didn't know what role Bobby Lee had. I just showed up. I showed up, bro. Billy Zane was already sitting in front of me and all the big actors.
Right.
And I just read my lines, went to craft service, stole some chips, and they still them there for free.
Right,
but,
right.
you know, it's embarrassing, bro, when you put them in your bag instead of eating them. So I got a bunch of sodas, dog, and went home. And the movie's coming out September 4th.
September 4th. So the movie's out now then, no?
Yeah. Dude.
What's the name of it?
Oh, the Guest House.
The Guest House.
And
where can they watch it?
They can watch it on when is September 4th?
I think it's already September 8th, bro.
Hey.
Today's September 8th?
September 4th.
Back in the day, bro, it's embarrassing.
You can watch it today, man.
Today?
You know what was hard about the Spanish one?
What's that?
Speaking Spanish all day and thinking Spanish. So I had to be like Robert De Niro, bro, or Jeff Bridges. You know when Jeff Bridges played Big Lebowski? He said once he put on those ugly plastic shoes, he just became the Big Lebowski, right?
Right, right.
So, Squishy, Henry. So, I would get up in the morning and start speaking Spanish. Like, look at my wife. Oh, buenos dias. Whatever, force myself. Buenos dias. Fuera.
Right.
And I go listen to morning radio with Piolín.
Right.
And then CNN with Encuentro and Camilo, and Fox en Español, Telemundo Español, Galavisión, telenovelas, just to prepare myself to. Then when I get to Tijuana, even the comedian that speak English, I'm speaking Spanish. And the day of the Spanish set, I told my wife, I told my agent, I told everybody that comes into the room from the moment that we get here, the moment that I get here, it's all about Spanish. I don't want Spanish, speak Spanish to yourselves. If you want to speak English, don't yell it out.
Right, right.
Speak English. So we did it like that, dude. And it was Spanish. And by the time I did my show, it was all Spanish. That's why I'm very proud about the Spanish set, because I really think it came out great.
It did. I saw both of them with my wife, bro. First we saw the English one, and then the Spanish one, because she's from Laredo. And for whatever reason, she connected more with the Spanish one. I mean, because from Laredo and all that shit. She felt the vibe in that. But both of them was cracking out, man. I said, this is some serious stuff right here, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I more power to you. I did stand up. The only time I did it in Spanish, I did an 8-minute set, bro. This was on New Year's Eve for Univision, because that's when I was doing Locos at the time. So I was ready to go home to New York, and this lady, like 2 weeks before, says, "Hey, you want to do a 5-minute set on the New Year's Eve show on Univision? It comes, we be at 10 o'clock." I said, "Yeah, I'm there, man. No problem. 5 minutes. God damn." Anyway, she calls me 3 hours later and says, "Oh, by the way, the show has to be in Spanish, and it has to be perfect Spanish. Like it can't be Spanglish. It got to be perfect." I said, "Hey, no problem." Meanwhile, bro, I was thinking of reasons why to cancel, bro. I can't do this shit. I said, no way. So I found me a Cuban dude. I wrote what I wanted to talk about in English, and I had him translate it. And like you, like a script, I studied it. When I woke up and when I go to bed, I would study the script. I would take, back in the day with the CDs, they got the words on the cover. So I would have all the Spanish songs like Mark Anthony, Carlos Vives, and I would sing along in Spanish just to get the words out of my mouth, But long story short, I did it. I thought it was great. I guess what I'm trying to say is I have that tape, bro, but I'm afraid to post it. I just don't see myself doing Spanish. I don't know if that makes sense, bro. But it was a good set. So I can imagine you doing it for a whole hour. I only did it for 8 minutes, and I'm looking at myself and go, is that me? I did that? It's like, right? Because your audience gets used to you speaking English. Once you come up with the Spanish, right, it's like, what the fuck is he doing, right? People might get confused, right? Because they're used to Felipe all in English. I mean, right?
Because I didn't want. Did you feel when you were doing the Spanish one? How long did it take you to go from reading a script to getting the flow? It took a while, huh?
It took like maybe up to 2 days before That was the other thing. I had no place to practice it.
Yeah.
So I just went up there and I took my time and presented the set. You know, I had my energy and everything. But in the back of my head, it was more like, if I mess up in Spanish, this shit is going out live right now. You know how you were saying you were heckled? Like, go back, you know, I'm thinking, bro, those Cubans would have ate me alive, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I was more conscious of, please don't mess up the Spanish words. Please don't mess up the Spanish words.
The worst thing to hear from a Cuban guy if you're bombing in Spanish is, Papá necesita ayuda.
That's right, Papá necesita ayuda. This guy needs help. This guy needs help.
Worst heckle. He needs help.
Yeah, he needs. That's worse than any English heckler.
I would rather hear he sucks than a woman who doesn't know shit about stand-up comedy asking somebody, you should help him.
That's horrible, man. I remember when I was doing this gig in Yonkers way back in the day, Shooting Stars, right? I don't know if I should name the comedian, bro. He's middling, though. He's a big star now. Bro, and this guy, they just weren't feeling him, man. And he goes, after 10 minutes, he goes, you know, man, if you just give me a chance, okay, I can show you that I'm funny, right? What Italian dude from the back says, oh, shit, he's wounded. He's wounded. He goes, I smell blood. Oh, that poor fucking guy walked off the stage, bro.
What did Rich Voss tell that lady? When's Rodney coming over?
Yeah, I don't know if it was Rich Voss. I'm trying to remember if it was him. It sounded like it was Rich Voss. But bottom line was this lady that every time, like when I host these shows at Dangerfield, there's always one in the crowd that says, is Rodney Dangerfield coming? You know, that kind of shit. So I guess it was after he passed away, right? And it could have been Rick Voss. Anyway, somebody screams out, is Rodney Dangerfield coming? And he says, you know what, lady, let me tell you something. You have a better chance of seeing Walt Disney at Disney World than you have seeing Rodney Dangerfield at Dangerfield, right?
You know, Rodney was still alive.
Yeah. Exactly. You're still alive. So that's what he told him. You have a better chance of seeing Walt Disney at Disney World than you have Rodney at Dangerfield. You know?
Rodney was alive. Disney was dead.
Right. And that shit just had me fucking rolling, man. But yeah, Rick Voss is another comedian out there who's just a funny dude, man.
Yeah, he's hilarious, man. He's him and his wife have a podcast, Bonnie McFarlane. They have a podcast called My Wife Hates Me.
Right. I noticed that a lot of more comics are doing podcasts now. Him, Steve Trevino got one, I think called Pirates or something.
Yeah,
you have yours. I mean, do you include your wife? You include your wife or what? What's the deal?
My wife and I, we had our own podcast. My wife and I we had a podcast called What's Up Food Podcast, and the podcast was just her and I. I'm sorry. The podcast was called Enchilada Casserole.
Ah, okay.
Taken from my bit. And on the podcast, we just talked about us together.
Right.
We talked about we did mention some shows that I was doing, but we didn't really talk about stuff that we talked about on the What's Up Food podcast. Right. We mostly talked about us together and her growing up and me growing up. And we were trying to have a baby at the time when we had the What's Up Food podcast. Right. So I remember we would tell people she's pregnant, yay! And then later on, like 3 months later, we got to tell them my wife is explaining to everybody that she got a miscarriage.
Oh man, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
So you don't do that podcast no more?
Yeah, and then but then it was. I remember we talked about it. Like, we would talk about it like, yeah, we're gonna have another baby, and then like people, we wouldn't talk about it no more. Then somebody will ask what happened. Then we would get into talk about the miscarriage. Right. So people like that we were talking about our personal lives and what we were going through, and but we just didn't have enough time to do more. Okay. We had like a couple of episodes, just her and I, but the people who were listening to them, they really liked it.
Yeah, but you should bring it back. You have both of them. Why not?
But now she just jumped on What's Up Food podcast, a producer, and we got Martin Rizzo now, and we got James from Slaughter Before Slaughter.
Okay. Yeah, that podcast is hot, man. Like I said before, it's like 300 plus episode, and if it wasn't for you, I would not be communicating again with our friend Gabriel. So I appreciate that, bro. That podcast, it served a purpose in my life, bro.
And keep doing this podcast, man. I'm sure a lot of people listen to it, and
yeah, it's been doing good.
And what I don't know what city you're doing it in.
I'm here in San Antonio.
Yeah, man.
What does your shirt say? Keep San Antonio local. Look at that. I don't mean to brag either, but look, my thank you local.
Yeah, I got the little thing right here, the restaurant I've never been on.
Which one is that?
This one right here. No, right here.
I can't see it. What is that?
That one right there, over at the restaurant.
Yeah, I can't see it though. What is
it? The tower, right? By the,
okay. You went up to the tower.
That's what I never got to eat there, but I did pass out by the Greyhound station.
Yeah, no, man. Every Greyhound station is the same way, bro. All right, listen, before I let you go, bro, I got some quickies here.
All right.
Here we go. I've never seen you pissed off. So I want to know what pisses Felipe Esparza off. What makes you angry, bro?
Well, I'm talking to somebody and they don't know what I say, and I got to tell them 2-3 times.
So you got to repeat yourself a couple of times, right? So you don't like stupid people, right?
Yeah.
So what do? You get pissed, you walk away from them, right?
Yeah.
What makes you happy?
My dogs. I have to rescue dogs. Henry.
What kind of dogs do you have?
Henry. I have a pet boo, 2 pet boos.
Really?
I'm with a 10-year-old, a 12. She's 11. Henry, squishy. Come here.
Well, we can get him to come over.
Come here, Henry. Come here.
All right, we're about to look at Felipe's one of his rescue dogs. Oh, look how beautiful it is. That's a pit bull?
So the pet bull is Henry. Man, somebody left him at the shelter, bro. Like really? He was bleeding like from right here. And like he had like a vampire teeth. But he was one of those dogs. He was a dog that was he's a dog that was used for fighting. But not as though like they would not close his mouth.
Right.
He could fight a real pet bull. So the pet bull could train, so he's like he would train pet bull, so he would get his ass kicked for the pet bull could be a tough fighter.
Wow. And what did you go looking for a pit bull when you went to adopt a dog, or you just saw it?
I saw him on Instagram.
All right.
I shared it. Squishy, come here.
The other one, Sushi.
Come here. There's another dog. Hold on.
Wow, Felipe Esparza, that's cool. 2 rescue dogs that happen to be pit bulls. Oh, wow, here's the other one. Wow, look at that. They look so cute, man.
Somebody left her in Orange County. She was like, fuck, bro. She was like mangy and
really
that dog she was used to breed. So she lived in a cage and she gave babies all the time. So they will put a male dog, right. Like they will lift the gate, and a male dog was forced to go again inseminate her and have sex.
Really?
And then she would just have babies, but she never got to get out of the
cage.
She never got to like run or nothing like that. So
wow, man.
She had to relearn how to hang out with dogs because yeah.
Oh man, that's cool, right. Man. That's
she
cool.
was forcibly raped as a dog over and over. Eh?
That's real cool, man. That's real cool of you, man. Bad habits. What do you have any bad habits?
Bro, are you bad habits?
Yeah.
Yes, bro. Like since I'm used to being in hotel rooms, right? So if I open a bag of chips, I might throw it on the floor. Cause it's a hotel room,
Right.
Because I forget that at home and I just leave shit on the ground.
Right. Do you still do that?
Nah, I try not to, man. Or bad habits, bro. I lose lids, bro.
What kind of lids? What are you talking about?
If I open a gas, if I go grab a glass of milk,
okay,
I open the lid and I put it somewhere.
Right.
I forget where the fuck it is, dog. So I put aluminum foil on it now. Or you go to my refrigerator all the tops are gone. Like no top for the salsa, no top for the ketchup, no top for the jelly. Dude, I don't know where that shit disappears, bro.
Yeah.
Like I go open a jar of pickles, and then the top is gone. I can't find it no more.
Get out, bro.
Real, bro. It's a bad habit I have.
Well, here's a good one, bro. How does Felipe Esparza handle the haters on social media?
Bro, when I first got on Last Comic Standing in 2010 and I won, that's when I realized that, okay, I am not liked by everybody.
Right. No, exactly. Right.
Bro, there was a lot of racist stuff. Like, people talk about racist stuff now. Like, people are racist now. No, it's always been racist. You just see it now more.
Right.
When I won Last Comic Standing, there was a comedy page out of New York who every week, all they did was say racial stuff about me and me moving ahead.
Really?
Yeah, I could say their name, right? Cringe comedy.
Oh, yeah. What they say? Like, what were some of the things they would say?
It was the guy that ran the page, because when I went to New York to look for the guy, he was nowhere to be found. And I remember that Mike DeStefano had a words with that guy. Listen, man, if shit goes down between you and comedians because of the stuff you said, I ain't got your back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta settle down, you know. So this guy was talking trash, bro. I can't believe this, greaser or whatever, you know, spig, stuff like that.
I didn't know that.
But I was shocked. But then that's just part of it, you know. But that's one guy. But then there was a lot more, you know. But I was just tripping out, and like I never addressed it. You know, this is the first time I actually mentioned it. But yeah, I never really addressed it because they're just mad because I'm winning, bro.
Right.
These white comics away, bro.
Right.
You know, because see, they saw it as a competition. I saw it as a television show.
Okay.
The television show, every reality show has the good guy, the heel, the slut, the idiot, and the guy that you're gonna hate.
And which guy were you?
Be the quiet guy.
The quiet guy. You snuck in like a stealth barber, bro.
Bro, I stuck in there like a soldier, bro. And I got advice from every comedian that got kicked out. You know, I got advice from Dante, Alonzo Bowden, all the winners.
Okay.
Bro, I did my homework, bro. I talked to the winners, and they told me, bro, be sure to keep your jokes tight. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and be nice to everybody. And like Paul Rodriguez said, you know, when he gave me advice, he goes, "You're gonna meet the same people you do on the way up as you do when you come down."
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's so true. That's what Jackie Gleason once said. The honeymooners.
Yeah.
You're gonna meet them on the way up, and the same way on the way down. No.
Yeah, man.
Wow. So all right. So today, you know, if someone is hating on you, you don't address it. You stay away from those haters.
Oh man, I get hate all the time. Like,
I know, but you have this Netflix special. There's always going to be haters saying something about it.
There's hating right now because of my material. I speak about, like, I talk about domestic violence in my joke.
Right.
And you know, bro. I don't know if you've been around your father fighting with your mom or your father yelling stuff at you.
Oh yeah, I see that.
He's not gonna yell out a politically correct word at you, right? To call you a maricon, right?
No.
He's not.
Right.
You know, and if you're ever gonna tell that story, you're not gonna hold back what your father said.
Right.
You're not gonna G-rate your father for the sake of someone's feelings, you know, because you're already hurt. You want to paint a picture of the situation that happened and how you came out of it with a punchline. You know, like some people deal with domestic violence by being a drug addict and a hermit and avoiding everybody.
Right.
Some people write a movie in 10 movies and then you see an A&E and everybody claps. Some people do a TED Talk. You know, I'm a comedian. I chose to take my dark life and make it into dark humor. You know, I have to say the words that I have to say because that's the way it happened. I'm not going to say, you equal person, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say you, whatever it is. I'm gonna say it the way my mom told me.
Right, right.
My mom, when my mom called me, the name she called me, she was not thinking about feelings because she wanted to hurt me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I gotta say the joke the way the joke has to be said. I can't hold back because it happened to me in my life.
Right, sure.
So people see it as I'm glorifying it, bro. Like I remember some hipster chick already got mad at my joke. She said that you lost a fan
Really? For what?
because I mentioned like when my mom called me a maricon.
Jesus Christ, man. That's the other thing, man. People are so sensitive to that.
I gotta use hateful words. Me, and I felt like telling her, "Listen, you fucking bitch." That's a hateful word. Right?
No, man. But you know, so you,
I didn't say none of that.
right,
I didn't address her. She's not worth my time.
right,
She's already not my fan.
right.
Whatever I say, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna change the way she thinks. And I'm not here to fix people, bro. I'm here to entertain first.
Right. And that's what you're doing.
It's like, bro, it's like everybody takes the joke differently, you know. And like it's like when the Bible, you know, there's so many versions.
Right.
How many people saw Christ? How about Paul? Wait a minute. That Paul wasn't even there. These are the letters to Paul from John, who was there. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Everybody has Matthew has his own version. He's a tax collector. Luke has his own version because he was Paul. He was John's friend. He
Right.
wrote Luke is written by John while he was in the island, you know, outcast. That's their version. So of course, when you hear my jokes, you're gonna take it in a different way if you don't know how to laugh.
Right. Well, I know more people are gonna like it than haters. So that's a good thing. And I think it's good too when you have a little mix of both, man, because emotionally you're hitting both of them in different ways, you know. And it's good to see these people like, oh, you're being this word and that. It's just to see what type of people are out there, bro. It's fucking amazing, bro. Felipe Esparza, bro. I don't know how much to thank you for doing this podcast, bro. This shit was so much fun, man.
It was fun.
Congratulations.
It was fucking deep.
It was deep. I think we covered everything here, bro. I would just want to make sure that I got everything here, bro. Because we covered a lot here, bro. All right, there we go, bro. I guess the last question, I don't want it to be corny or nothing, but being you're a veteran, bro, and you notice since we started doing Locos, there's been more and more Latino comedians want to do comedy, right?
Yeah.
How many comedians I'm sure walk up to you and go, hey, I remember you on Locos. It's because of you that I wanted to do comedy, you know? So there's so many out there now.
Yes, that's the best thing, bro, because representation is very important. People need to see their people doing something other than going to work and coming back home, you know?
Right, right. So what advice do you give those who want to be a comedian looking at this podcast right now?
I would say, man, if you're gonna be a comedian, I will have to give you advice that is different from advice that I would give to somebody in 1995 or in 2000. Because right now, man, you have for every comedian out there, man, how should I start? First of all, I'm gonna tell you one thing. You have a phone, right? On Google, I'm gonna show you right now how to do it. Watch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask them. Google, how can I be a comedian? Here it is. How to be and it's all right there. Look, how to be a comedian, how to write funny, and it's all right here. Look, and becoming a comedian, it's all right here.
Mm-hmm.
How to be a comedian with pictures. Wiki how? Here it goes. Here's a picture of how to be a comedian right there.
But I want to know Felipe how.
Well, look.
I always say
how to be a comedian. There's picture, Mike. When we started, there was no fucking pictures. There was no book. The best way to be a comedian, man, is go look it up for yourself and go through that. Go to Google, go to WikiHow, how to be a comedian. So you can see a visual of how to be a comedian. And then come back and ask me again. Because if you don't want to be a comedian after that, you never want to be a comedian. If you want to be a comedian, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Right? Go up on stage. That's it.
Go up on stage.
Stage.
It'll tell you right away whether you can handle it or not handle it.
Go up on stage. That's it. You're a comedian. That's all I could teach you. Go up on stage. You're a comedian. Now, how can I stay being a comedian? That's a different question. Now that I can answer.
Go ahead.
I'm already okay. So you're already a comedian. You've been doing it for a year. You ain't shit. I'll tell you why. Okay. Do you have can you use? Okay, here's back to your phone. Here's a camera and a video. Stop trying to worry about what other comedians are doing. Like, oh, this guy came back. I just wrote 30 minutes. It's a shitty 30 minutes. Trust me. Nobody here in California, here in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, wants to see your 30 minutes. I don't give a fuck if you've been headlining the road with the fucking Chinaman Mark Britton. Nobody here in LA wants to see your 30 minutes. They don't have enough time. These agents, these general managers, they're dealing with fucking ordering drinks, buying more beer for the club, hiring waitresses. They don't have time to see 30 minutes. You know what they do have time for? To see your best 3 minutes of fucking comedy on YouTube.
There you go.
If you have a tight 3 minutes, that's hilarious. If I see it, even if I see it, and don't send me that shit, I won't see it. If you send it to me, I won't see it. That shit lands on me from somebody else. Right. Just say you send it to a comedian, and that comedian saw it, and he sent it to me.
Okay. Now
it's funny because he took the time to send it to somebody, and he took the time to open it. Now, if it's funny, okay, I'll reshare it. You know, now you got another person sharing it. You know, you have it on YouTube.
Right.
Turn off your comments on that video, okay? Because you're not ready to feel.
Come on. Hurt. Let them feel the hurt, bro. Let them feel the hurt.
Because you're not ready to feel the hurt, and that's because when I started stand-up comedy, I didn't feel the hurt. There was nobody. I didn't go anywhere to find out that I sucked. I didn't have to open my Facebook to know that I suck at comedy. The crowd already told me. My ride left. That's how I knew I sucked, right?
That's crazy, man.
And actually, Rob Schneider said this too. That Jay Leno told him, all you need is a tight 5 minutes in Hollywood. Because to do a Tonight Show, you need 4.5 minutes. To audition, you need 5. And they're going to cut jokes, so might as well audition with 5 minutes. Because when they cut it, you still have 4.5 to do the Tonight Show. If you have 4.5 and they cut it, ooh, what? You only have 3 minutes now. What? But if you have the whole 5 and they cut a joke, you still have 4.5 minutes.
Correct.
So work on your 5.
So
best 5, like the best 5. Like, don't work on 10 minutes till people tell you, fuck, you killed, eh? Because if you fucking do 15 and you don't have a tight 5 already, people are going to be like, fuck, eh? Are you Chinese? Your arm's too long. You know what I mean?
I'm too long.
Cut that part off, bro. I might be banned, bro. They might fucking cancel me, bro.
Oh man, those are words of wisdom for.
I wish I had the knowledge when I started, bro. I would have. The best advice somebody should have gave me when I first started was, "Hey, return phone calls."
Yeah, right. Tell me about it.
Hey, I remember, Mike, a club owner asking me after I went over there, and I was there headlining because of that guy from New York, Andres Fernandez. You know him, right?
Oh yeah, Andres Fernandez. Huh?
He put a good word for me in Portland, right? And the guy just took his word for it. He didn't go YouTube me. He didn't go look me up and see my fucking nothing. Right. He just took Andres Fernandez's word for it. He canceled. So I went over there and did the spot. I flew to Portland. I think that owner, he had asked me, how do I know if a comedian is funny without looking at his video? Because he didn't want to look at the video.
Right.
videos. He got tired. I'm telling you, comics. He was tired of looking at videos. He said, "This is how you know he's funny, Dan. If you call up a comedian on the phone and you ask him, send me a tape and a bio, and if that tape and bio is there the next day, don't book him. He fucking sucks."
Oh man, I thought it'd be the opposite.
He has 10. That comedian sent out 10 videos already.
Oh man!
By the time you turned on that video, he has another one coming. Eh? I said, "This is how you know a comedian is funny. When you call him up and ask him, hey man, this is how you know he's funny. When you call him up and tell him this, where the fuck is that fucking tape? We need that tape for press."
And there's a lot of them like that out there, right?
Hell yeah, bro. It's always the ones that are organized that get all the work with no talent.
It's amazing, man. And even now, you know what's changed the game now? It's not even about talent. Now it's about how many followers do you have. See, you're like the last of the old school where you got your shit because you were funny and you're selling tickets. But now, bro, if you have like 1 million followers on YouTube, you can have a 5-minute routine, bro. You're gonna headline a whole weekend.
I know, man. I have I still only have 20 or 40,000 followers on Instagram, on Twitter, and that's like a little bit, right, compared to a lot of people. That doesn't mean shit, man, because you can have 200,000 Twitter followers, and they're all leeches, you know. They want to feed off you. Right. They all feed off that one joke, and that's it, and move on to someone else. Those people are not buying tickets, bro. It's the people that are retweeting you and asking you, man, hey, man, that was funny. And then you respond and go, hey, yeah, that was funny. I would say this, man, as a young comic, you really, really have to work to be a comedian nowadays. It's not like before where you could just depend on doing a Tonight Show or having an HBO special to be famous. You really have to know how to edit and make videos that are good with good lighting, you know? Right. It can be a video where it's like this and you can barely see them. I'm going to turn away. It has to be good lighting now. Right. You got to be your own. Right now, man, you got to be your own manager, your own agent, your own producer, your own director, your own writer, your own editor. Right. You better be good at all those things, man. Because you're going to get fucked over in this where you're going to get swallowed up. It's true. It's true. Because you have to get in with a comic, man. Like if you see a comic that's struggling social media wise, but you know that this guy has way more followers than you and he's talented, you should just move in there, bro. Go, hey, man, listen, I know how to do social media. I'll run it for you. Just let me open for you. Boom. That's it. You're working, dog. You're working. Exactly, man. Now you know, people, you're listening to Felipe here. If you want to get work, you want to get in, know your shit, bro, is what it comes down to, man. For real, man. Like, there's so many people out there, man. I remember I was reading this book called Permanent Midnight by John Stahl. Mm-hmm. It's about this heroin addict that was writing for Alf and 30-something. And he said he was hanging around with some actor, Mickey Rourke, because they were going to write something. And Mickey Rourke had all his friends on the payroll, his friends in the neighborhood. And one of the guys, he asked, what do you do for Mickey Rourke? Whatever Mickey says, I fucking do. Why? He told me to do something. And then there's one guy who got hired for Mickey Rourke to just talk shit to him all day. Jimmy, you fucking piece of shit cocksucker. I don't know why you're still here. Didn't I fucking fire you, you fucking cocksucker? Where's your fucking stupid mom and your fucking family, you fucking cocksucker? Get the fuck out of here! That guy was hired just for Mickey Rourke to vent on him, right. So Mickey Rourke wouldn't have to throw it on producers and make a scene with anybody else. So whenever he gets mad at something, right. He will just yell at his friend and ridicule him, bro. Right. So here's me tell you, man, you could have that job. You could walk up to somebody and go, bro, just beat on me. Right. Now, do you have any unusual guys that you bring with you to psych you out or psych you up or, get on your nerves or? when I was struggling after Que Locos was off the air, and I was getting work headlining in different bars because of Que Locos and all the TV credits that I had.
Right.
I didn't have no car, bro. So I didn't care if you were funny, bro. I cared if your car worked.
Right.
If your car worked, you and I are gonna go places and you're gonna open.
Exactly, man. You know, that's how you get a lot of comics get your start that way. I used to do that.
By the end of the fucking week or the end of the 2 weeks, their 5 minutes is fucking funny now because I tagged it up.
Right.
I was a tagging machine, bro. I was like, but you know, if you cannot take those fucking 5 minutes and make it something, that's up to you, you know?
Well, you become stronger by being with you, and also at the same time, you're putting some money in their pockets, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It, right?
You know, gas tanks.
It's not a bad deal. And that's why I end with, again, to Gabriel, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Nobody spoke bad about you. Nothing but respect and love. As a matter of fact, Felipe didn't even mention you by name, just so you know. I'm the one who brought up your name. And all I want is my money. You know, it's my money. I don't want your money. I just want my money. Why? You know, come on, man. I did the right thing by you. Do the right thing by me, bro. I just, you know, it's my money. I mean, how else can I put? Should I say it in Spanish? How do you say it's my money in Spanish?
Es mi feria.
Es mi feria.
Or mi dinero, but feria is more streetwise.
I like that. Yeah, it's mi feria. You know, just
mi feria way.
It's mi feria way.
Yeah, you go.
Mi feria way. We both know that. There's no reason for you to be blocking my money for what, bro? Let's move forward. And this,
your show reminds me of Robert De Niro in Casino when he was fighting with the gaming warden and he wanted his gaming license. They were holding him back.
Remember that? Yeah. You know, my son and we were connected with the gaming board, right? I don't care.
The gaming board.
I'm sorry, but he's like fucking stupid, you know. He can't. He stuck to his guns. Remember that shit? He goes, "There's 3 ways of doing stuff around here: the right way, the wrong way, and the way I do it." That's a great movie, Casino. But yeah, man, you know, all I want is peace and love, bro.
That's all we want, man.
Follow an example, but Felipe. Felipe's been with me for had my back for the last 25 years, bro.
Sure, man.
When I got sick, Felipe not only donated to my GoFundMe account, but he also would call and say, "Hey, man, how you feeling?" That's all you want, bro, right? I mean, that's beautiful, you know. So why this approach? I don't get it, but I'm happy you are who you are, bro. And one day,
what did the guy say? And what did that guy say? I just want to wet my beak.
Yeah, I want to wet my beak. Exactly. It's the guy from what's it called? Shark Tank. I need a little more to wet my beak.
Yeah.
Well, Felipe, tell everybody where they can find you, bro.
Oh man, you can watch. You can find me at Felipe's World. All my Felipe's World. Or you know what? I have this new thing, Mike. You should put this on your Instagram page.
Go ahead.
And it's called Linktree.
Linktree.
Yeah. It's called Linktree. Just go to Linktree, Felipe Esparza, and everything's there. So look, I put it right there, Mike. I put it on the Instagram, and all the stuff is there. Look.
Is that bring it closer? Bring it closer.
Oh,
okay. Is that a website?
Yeah, Linktree. It's free, and you put it links up all your stuff.
All right, so I put linktree.com, and then I search your name, Felipe.
A lot of people are not going to web pages no more, so I got the special on here where to get tickets, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, iTunes, Spotify, and get the merch. Linktree, Felipe Esparza. Linktree, Felipe Esparza. LINKTRE, Felipe Esparza. Boom.
Boom. I like that. I like that, man. Hopefully, bro, I'll see you when you're.
As you get better, bro. I know you're gonna recover, bro, because I feel it, bro. Like you have staying power, bro. You're from the old, you come from the old school, bro. You get back, you fall down, you get back up, you find a quarter, and you move on, dog.
That's it, bro. That's it, bro. No fucking pity, no victim shit. You just fuck it. Get back up and move forward, man. There's a lot of people who go, bro, I didn't even know, if you didn't tell me, I don't even know you're sick because you still have that fucking energy and that attitude, right? That's the way we roll, bro. Old school, man. So
yeah, man.
I appreciate you, bro. And hopefully I'll see you when you're in San Antonio in December, man.
Yeah, we gotta look, and then you're more than likely to be on the show all week.
Look at that. It'll be beautiful, bro. I look forward to that, man.
You just tell San Antonio. I hope you don't owe any money to San Antonio because they might hold it back from you.
No. I don't know nobody money, bro. There's only one person out there that owes me money, bro.
I got your stuff in San Antonio. If you're there, we'll be down.
We're gonna be in San Antonio, you know?
In December.
No, where?
Right here. I'll let you know right now. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, look. And you people watching, if you want one of these Gay Locos t-shirts, this is a shameless plug, but they're available right here for $19.99, bro. All you got to do is go to gaylocosshop.bigcartel.com. Be part of the team, bro.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. If things get better, and most likely they will, I'm gonna be in San Antonio at the San Antonio Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club.
Oh, the Improv. Okay.
December 11th through the 13th. December 11th through the 13th. That's my second date after Utah, bro. I've only done 3 gigs. All year is March.
Well, San Antonio loves you, bro. The last time you were here, you sold out like 3 or 4 shows at the Tobin Center.
Hell yeah.
So I know you're going to do the same with the Improv. I think they call it now San Antonio Improv Laugh Out Loud.
Yeah.
But, that's going to be fun, bro. And yeah, hopefully I'll stop by, bro, and we surprise people with a guest spot.
Oh, yeah, bro. We'll stop by, man.
Yeah. Beautiful, bro.
What's the Cheesecake Factory?
You take care, brother.
Can you still eat Cheesecake Factory?
Huh?
Can you still eat at the Cheesecake Factory?
Oh, yeah. I'm not supposed to go with, my diet, but fuck it, man. I go.
Hey, bro, they got vegan burgers there now, so you got to eat one.
Vegan? I never ate vegan, bro. I don't know about that, bro. That looks nasty, bro. I'm not like a cow, bro, that eats vegetables,
Hey, I never forgot, man, when we were doing a Gay Locos tour, right, in New York, and we were all saying stories, and I said a story, and I guess Roger had a story and whatever. But your story, you guys, you were like waiting for your story, man, because you had a good one. You know when you're ready to talk and you got a good one.
Oh God, I gotta hear this one.
you were talking, and then the waitress, she came over and she put the bill right in front of you, like remember?
I remember.
You're talking like she already saw you. You already saw her, I think. Right. You were like this. You were telling the story and talking at the same time, going like this. But then the thing was like here. I'm in the middle of a story here.
I remember that.
About that movie where Peter Sellers is playing the Chinese guy, and his nephew is driving him, and he goes, "You drove away during mushroom study."
I remember that, man. I'm here telling a story. This man, you're like, with the check in my face, bro. You interrupted me, bro. I'm trying to tell a story here, bro.
I'm trying to tell a story here. But New York is different, man. Yeah. A lot of in your face,
more aggressive.
In LA, she would have never done that. She knows to drop it and walk away. In New York, they want you to pay. Get the fuck out, because we got people who want to come in.
I know. They were afraid that all of us, like 10 of us, were going to run out on the check, bro.
Yeah, man.
Ridiculous, bro. But I was still nice enough to tip her, bro. Those were the good old days. Good old days, bro. Right, imagine when we went to Coney Island, remember?
Hell yeah, bro. You came.
It was you, Gabriel, and me, and I rented a limo, bro. And we went to Coney Island, bro.
That was the best ice cream I ever had. I didn't know about shit, right? But you said, no. I'm going to get plain vanilla. You know me, California. Right. I don't know shit. Plain vanilla. You said, fuck that. Get the banana and the pistachio. Oh my God, dog. I never had banana ice cream, and I never had pistachio ice cream ever. That shit was good.
It was, bro. Well, listen, man, we're going to have you come back so we can share some more stories, brother.
All right, fool. When I'm in Antonio, let's do this live.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Definitely, man.
All right,
fool. I love you, brother.
You too, man. Thank you very much for having me.
Man, thanks for doing it, bro. I'm so happy that I finally got you here.
Hell yeah, Mike. You're killing.
All right. Don't forget to watch Bad Decisions on Netflix. And you know where you can find Felipe, and you can check me out at MikeRobles.com. And if you want to hear this podcast audio, you can go to Anchor.fm, Spotify, or iTunes. And again, we appreciate you supporting this podcast, so feel free to donate at Cash App, Emmy Mike Robles. All right, thanks for tuning in.